Zach's Screen of the Week, an overview of a timely stock screening strategy aimed at helping you produce more profitable investing results. This week's screen deals with increasing weekly price and volume. Kevin Matras, our top stock screener and head of our Research Wizard division here at Zacks.com, is going to fill us in. Price and volume goes together like soup and sandwich.
There you go.
I
Peanut
guess,
butter
right?
and jelly.
Yeah. Love and marriage.
Yes.
That's another story. I've heard you talk about volume before. This time, though, you're adding in weekly volume instead of daily volume.
Right.
So why the importance here?
Well, first off, let me say the recent rally that we had seen in the major indexes over the last 3 weeks has been very impressive, and it's the most recent ray of hope that maybe we're getting closer to finally getting out of this mess that we're in. But one of the things that I have noticed in this rally is that the second half of this rally, the last 10% of the rally, was seen on declining volume, and that got me a little concerned. You can see this on the major indexes. You can also see this very plainly on a lot of individual stocks. Now, when you look at the major indexes, it's not as if the volume was crazy light. In fact, the volume was probably above average to average. But just the mere fact that volume had been declining in the last week or two while the market was running up was a sign that maybe the market is running out of steam. And while I do believe that there is more upside to come, seeing it happen on increasing volume, getting a pop in volume, that's going to make me feel all the better about it.
So now you're using volume as a demand indicator.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, the whole idea behind increasing volume is that price should follow volume. If you see prices rising on increased volume, that shows that you have more buyers coming in, people are excited, that's demand, and you probably have some short sellers who are giving up on the market. In fact, you did see a lot of that happen at the very beginning of the rally, the first 10%. But if you see prices rising on decreasing demand, that would suggest a lack of conviction and potentially a waning market. So think about it. If you have a hose and you have a ball on top of the hose, you need to see increasing water pressure in order for that ball to go higher. It's the same thing with stocks. You need to see an increased demand, buying pressure, in order to see the stocks go up. If let's just say that you have the hose and now all of a sudden the water pressure goes down, that ball is going to come down as well, and the same is true for stocks. If you see lower demand coming into the market, you're probably going to see stocks start to wane and potentially fall a bit. And I think that that's probably why you saw the market wane last week and at the early part of this week.
I do that hose and ball thing at my part-time circus.
Nice.
In case
and
this television thing doesn't work out for me.
Good.
Parameters for the screen.
Yeah, the screen I'm running today is pretty simple, but it starts by using companies that have a price of greater than or equals to $5. I want the average 20-day share volume to be greater than 100,000 shares. I want the Zacks rank to be less than or equals to 3. So again, strong buys, and holds, no sells, no strong sells, none of that stuff. I want the projected 12-month growth rate to be greater than 0, so it has to have increasing growth projections. But then we look at this. I want the recent week's price to be greater than the price from 1 week ago, and then I want the price from 1 week ago to be greater than the price from 2 weeks ago. But simultaneously, I want the weekly volume to be greater than the weekly volume from 1 week ago, and the volume from 1 week ago has to be greater than the volume from 2 weeks ago. Okay. Looking at these parameters, this is going to help me find stocks with true demand, increasing demand, not just for a couple of days, but over a significant period of time. And I think these are going to be the superstars of the market because you've got demand coming in. I like those.
All right. And some of the ones that you're going to mention, are these some of the potential superstars?
Well, there was a bunch of stocks that came through the screen this week. I've got 5 of them for you today. One of the companies is NIC Incorporated, ticker EGOV. Then you've got Form Factor, FORM. MDC Holdings, you can see this on the screen, Martin Transports, and the Travelers Company. These are a very diverse set of companies, but what's interesting is that all of these companies have a favorable Zacks rank. They all have increasing projected growth rates, but all of these companies are enjoying increasing volume on a weekly basis, which shows accumulation and increased demand, I think these are good companies to put on your radar screen.
Do you own any of them?
No, I don't. I had to look at it.
Had to think for a minute, didn't you?
No, I don't.
Get over to Zax.com, check out this week's Screen of the Week in text form by going right down the home page so you see Kevin's picture and then clicking on the title right next to it. With Kevin Matras and the Screen of the Week, I'm Terry Ruffalo.